Division, what a guan! Comrade Chairman, Comrade General Secretary, comrades at the head table, comrade mayors, comrade councillors, comrade MPs in waiting, comrades all, good evening. I must tell you, I must level with you. When I came here this evening, just as I came out of the car, I heard the terrible news about Dippo. And it kind of cut my vibe, to tell you the truth. You may not know it, but when I came here years ago as MP, one of the young people who approached me and said, MP Bunting, I just need a start. I just need a start. I said, what you interested in doing? He said, boy, I love music. If I could have just get a laptop, that's all I need, and I'm not looking back. We got Dippo, the laptop, and Dippo became a fixture. DJ at almost every political meeting, even social gatherings at my home in Mandeville. Christmas party, MP Christmas party, Dippo was the DJ. So you understand how I feel to hear this evening that Dippo was murdered during the course of the Bellefield Division meeting. Those of you who don't know Dippo was about the size of a third farmer. Small in build, big man, but small in build. Didn't have an aggressive bone in his body. And all he would talk about was his daughters and his children and what he wanted to give to them. So for us to hear now the third murder in Manchester this week alone. The third murder in Manchester this week. About a week ago, CJ. That was the Youth Awardee for Agriculture. Wednesday, when I came here for the Area 3 Sports, GSF Sports at Kirkvine, big, middle of the day, 1 o'clock, we heard of a female bartender murdered in New Green. Middle day, broad daylight. Criminals operating with impunity. And now, tonight, Dippo murdered Comfort. You recall the promise that we could live, we could sleep with our windows and doors open. We don't hear nothing about that again. So comrades, as I said, it kind of cut my vibe. But there's one thing I want to cover tonight. This morning in the newspaper, there was a story of rampant cronyism at the National Land Agency, NLA. Once again, we saw an example of where a crony of a minister was placed in a position that they were not qualified to hold. This is not an unusual situation. This is a clear pattern. In fact, I would go so far, Comrade Chris, to say that it is a policy of this administration to corrupt the public service by packing it with cronies who are unqualified to do the job. But that is bad and bad enough. When the professional public servants refuse to do the corrupt work, the next thing we hear, those public servants, their contracts are not renewed Comrade Dawes. Not because there was any problem with their professional competence. Not because there was any issue with their integrity. In fact, it was because of their professionalism and because of their integrity, they will not do the nasty work of this government. They will not allow them to continue to pack the public service with incompetent cronies. We see it at NLA this morning. We've seen it at Petrojam. We've seen it at Nessal. We have seen it at JUTC. We have seen it at TPDCO. We have seen it at the Polar Authority. Agency after agency, I imagine at the Ministry of Health, it would be legion if we go across the regions. Agency after agency, department of government after department of government. And I say to the public servants, the professional public servants, do not be corrupted by this Andrew Holness administration. Stay true to your professionalism. Stay true to the expectations which the taxpayers of this country have for you. And don't worry about victimization, because time soon come. Time soon come. These people will throw you under the bus when them done use you for corrupt purposes. We see how these people treat honest, humble public servants. We see how they treated the clerk to the House of Parliament. Somebody who has received national honors and who nobody found any fault with. But suddenly, in the evening of her career, they want to taint it. There are a wicked set of people. Wicked. So make sure you take sleep and mark that. Because these people cannot be trusted. But time soon come. Time soon come. So comrades, I'm going to leave you this evening. But I am happy to see so many young, competent, professional, new candidates here this evening. And I am encouraged that there is a good succession stream. Just as we saw at the council level, we see it at the MP level as well. Next generation. And the final thing I will say is that Comrade Damian Crawford is coming to announce a major GOAT program for the parish of Manchester. And South Manchester will be where he kicks it off. Thank you very much, comrades. One love, one heart.